Hello friends, happy February, happy Valentines and all that jazz. Today we're going to be making the February setup for my journal, which I wasn't planning to do a Valentine's. I was desperately trying to think of any other kind of design that I wanted to do, but inspiration just was not hitting me. I already have my inspiration for March, but February was it just wasn't working for me. So I went for hearts because I love the colour red. I think it's a beautiful colour, and you can see here I kind of just drew some little hearts, and I'm using watercolour pencils and just touching the paint with the brush so that I can get like a very thin wash of colour that's obviously darker towards the edges and lighter in the middle. And I am not an expert at watercolour. I'm not an expert at painting in general or drawing or anything like that. My goal was to try and make this look like bubbles, like heart bubbles, but it didn't work. However, I am really happy with how it turned out. I think it's not overly bold and in your face, so it doesn't feel really overwhelming. I enjoyed the process as well, though I will say, you'll see when I turn the page, but this Yop and Tom journal did not hold up as well with the watercolour as the origami one did, but it holds up well enough that I'm not worried about it. I just need to be a bit careful. I might even, in the future paint onto watercolor paper and stick it in. I'm not really sure, but I mean, the journal worked fine. It held up pretty good. It just warped the pages a little bit. Now I'm going back in with that same pencil and just kind of smoothing it out with the paintbrush and a bit of water, so it just kind of looks a little bit less crayony, if you know what I mean. But no, I really like how my title page turned out. It's simple, it's effective. And now this was a bit of an issue for me because I tried to use my Sakura jelly roll and it just was not working. I don't know why, it has its moments. So I ended up swapping to a paint marker, and that worked lovely. So I've been using this paint marker for the last couple of months. I mostly use it as more of a Tipp-Ex for when I make errors. Now these are little envelopes that I made. They are not actual envelopes, they're just little drawings, and they're supposed to represent like love letters, things like that, staying within the theme, you know how it is. There will be more of these in the future. These were actually just some I had spare and I really liked them, so I wanted to include them on my title page. Now I'm a big fan of sparkles, so I didn't like how much space was on the page, so I went in and added hearts, circles, crosses and little diamonds as sparkles, and it finishes the page. I thought I was going to need to add more, do something else, but I really like how it turned out. So that's the cover page. I think it's really nice. It looks so good in real life, honestly. I don't think the colours are kind of showing up as well as they do in real life. Now you can see the warping that I was talking about. It's not a big issue. The page was perfectly fine. It didn't come through the page. It just warped it a bit, but that's normal. So this month I'm actually going back to my regular square box calendar. I really enjoyed the horizontal one that I did last time, and I will probably do that again in the future because I actually really did like it, but I wanted to go back to a box one for this one because I wanted to change it up. So I really like this square calendar. I think it gives me lots of room to write. It looks really neat, really clear. And I just used some Sarasa pens to put the dates and the numbers. I used red and pink because Valentines. Now I got these stamps for Christmas. I was so excited that I finally get to use them. And I used my red, real red Stampin' Up ink, which is a little bit too juicy, I think, but it's fine. I mean, it's years old, so the fact that it's still juicy is amazing. And it looks like it's bled. It's not. It's really not. It's there's leaves within the letter, which I absolutely loved when I saw these. I think I got them from Hobbycraft. They were like £3.50 or something, which I thought was pretty darn good. But yes, I got them for Christmas in my stocking from my dad, which was really nice. He gets us a little stocking. So, yay! Now I just did a simple title of February, and I had so much trouble figuring out how to decorate these pages because I don't actually have much stationery that is red or hearts or anything like that. Like, I really don't. But I've decided to put this lovely little notes section on the side, and I can put any special events or things that I need to kind of get done by a certain point, like video stuff. I can put that there. And then I'm just showing you my little washi tape cutter, which I love. And cut it a little bit too big, so I cut that down. But I've got a pink and a reddish colored check grid washi. And I ended up putting them on some paper and cutting out a load of hearts. This took far too long. And then gluing them down into this beautiful thing. This was basically, I made my own stickers. I always think if you don't have, make do, right? And I ended up just making my own little stickers. It was a little bit fiddly, it took a bit of time, but I'm really happy with how they look. And I love that grid washi. It's very kind of muted, and it's very similar. The red one is very similar to the paint watercolor pencil that I used, so really matched the theme well, I think. But it was just nice and simple, and I decided to go in with some Crayola Super Tips in 2 different types of pink and like a reddy pink to just kind of fill those spaces. I don't like too many spaces. I don't want anything really on the calendar where I'm going to use it, but that space around it, I don't want it to be too empty. I just don't enjoy it. Now, this is going to be my monthly goals page. I actually really enjoyed using this in January. It was the first time I used it, was January. And I'm doing exactly the same as I did at the cover page, just to add a bit of color. And it's a good amount of space. Like, I didn't need that much room the last time, so I just thought, you know, I'll put them in little hearts, make it look a little bit more festive. And I really like it. It's a little bit more muted color-wise because it's such a big area that I spread the paint over, but it's really, really nice. I loved it, and I enjoyed doing it too, which was nice. You know, I sat down and just kind of really spaced out and enjoyed it. I watched some Animal Crossing videos whilst I was doing this. So, because I'm addicted to Animal Crossing right now. I restarted my island, and I can't stop watching videos of other people restarting their islands because I find it fun. It's like I'm playing along with them. It's great. Now I got my stamps and my lovely red ink out again, and I'm going to do my title, which is monthly goals. So whilst I'm doing that, I just want to sort of talk to you guys and say that I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of views I've been getting recently. Like, it's not a lot to some people, like it's like 100 or 200 views. That's not a lot to most people, but for me, that's massive. That's huge, and I want to say a huge thank you to anyone who watches these videos. It means a lot. It makes my heart happy. So thank you so much. Now, I don't know if anybody else makes monthly goals, but I do find it quite inspiring to do. Just kind of on the top of my head, like, you know, I made myself a goal of filming X amount of videos for my ASMR channel, and I did it. I managed to do it. I'm very, very pleased with myself, and it was quite a high number, so I'm really glad that I made that my goal. So it just kind of inspired me and pushed me to do it. So anyway, we've moved on to my habit tracker now, so I'll stop talking about all that other gumph. So I kind of kept the titles the same. I loved those stamps. I had originally wanted to do the whole title with those stamps, but they were larger than I'd anticipated, but they make for a great first letter that you could then colour in. So nice. I just did a little bit of green on those leaves. The rest of it stayed the same. I was going to colour in the letter, but I thought it would make it a little bit too much. So anyway, this habit tracker, I've been doing this way for the last few months. If it's not broke, don't fix it. This works for me. The only thing I'm changing up this month is that instead of doing a coloured bar, I will be putting a little heart going up the page if I complete that habit. So it looks very plain right now, but it will look much more decorated once I've gone up the page adding in those little hearts. So it's just one of those things where it looks like there's a lot of room. It'll be full by the end of the month. And it's so weird that it's going to be a leap year. 29 days in February, that's so strange. Now this one I'm just getting stuck straight into because it was going to take me ages, and it did. It took me like 45 minutes to do this page. Mostly because, like I said, I was watching Animal Crossing videos and I was kind of distracted, but I did a lot of the prep beforehand. If I include the prep, it probably took me closer to like 3 hours because I had to make 29 little envelope things. So this immediately came into my head when I was thinking what I wanted to do for my mood tracker. I covered the page in beautiful pink thin paper, and it's a lovely pastel, kind of almost craft paper. Really, really good. You know that stuff you had as kids in primary school, and it was like this weird, like, it's almost like sugar paper. Oh gosh, that brings back memories. Oh, I'm old. Now, I did both sides at once because I was going to be using it across the page. Now, I've normally, other than January, I've always done just one page for my mood tracker. But I decided that as I'm only going to be doing 6 months in this journal, I got more pages to use. I'm just gonna go for it. So that's what I've been doing. I have been breaking down how many pages I have available to me, and then just using all of them. So I've been doing extra pages like the monthly goals, and the next one I'll be doing, which was monthly favorites, and just allowing myself a bit more freedom and a little bit more creativity. It's so nice, you know, don't limit yourself if you don't need to. So anyways, that is my beautiful pink page. I actually really like this one, and I am going to cut down the little bits that are sticking out because that I'm going to do that off camera because that took quite a while. It was a bit fiddlier than I thought. So there we go. Oh, look at that magic. So now I'm doing my title, which is Mood Tracker. So yes, I just went in and coloured that and wrote all that in. The red doesn't show up as well on the pink. It kind of makes it go a little bit more of like a burgundy brown red kind of thing, but it's okay. I think I would have liked to have used different ink maybe, but I just was keeping with a theme. So these are the little envelopes I made, and the difference with these is I did not colour the little heart wax seal. And that is going to be where my mood goes. So I stuck them in off camera. These are the 3 colors that I'm going to be using. They're so pretty. These are the same 3 colors that I was using to do the dots and hearts and stuff to fill in the gaps. So I loved these colors. I thought they were perfect. The lightest one is going to be for happy, and the darkest one is going to be for sad. So yes, I will just be coloring in the little heart. And yes, I'm not sure, I haven't numbered these because I don't know if I want to go down the page or across the page. So I still need to think that through. I'm not sure what I want to do, but it was a very bland page without the little colorings on there. So I just added some more of that washi tape and a few little heart stickers that I found. These are just really cute ones that I got from Etsy years ago. I can't remember the name. I actually cut a lot of my older sticker sheets down to fit in an album, so a lot of the like white space around the edges is gone, and I just don't know who I got these from. So I'm really sorry about that. If I figure it out, I will put it in the description. But they're really cute little stickers, although they didn't peel off very well. They weren't cut perfectly, which is a shame. Maybe it was an oops sheet or something, I don't know. Now, I went in for the favorites and did it pretty much exactly the same as last month with the 4 Polaroid-esque boxes, and I kept it really simple. I didn't want to start trying to look for different things. I'm probably going to keep this design for the whole year, if I'm honest. Unless something else really inspires me, this page is going to stay pretty much the same the whole time. And it's because it works for me. So, I don't know, if you have a better idea, or you've seen someone do this kind of page but differently and you think it would work for me, please, share their channel or link the video or something in the comments. I will happily watch it and see, because I'm always looking for inspiration and ideas. I love watching journaling videos. Oh, I really have got addicted though to the Korean diaries, where obviously I can't read it, but the way they layer their stickers and the way they use things is just so amazing, and it has really, really inspired me a lot. I don't really do it much myself. I am still trying to build myself up to use my stationery collection. Like, it's hard for me. Now, this is a washi tape that I actually got in my Lucky Bag video. It's a beautiful little heart washi tape, and I love it. I was like, you know what? I want to use it. I had wanted to use it earlier on, but it just didn't seem to fit anywhere. So I used it for my headers, and I think it's great. So this is just the first week of my monthly spreads, and I try and do a different sort of look each time. I'm using those heart stickers again here because I wanted to put the date in those. I can't really write on washi tape. It's not easy. It's not good. It's not easy. But yeah, I really, really like these little stickers. I think they're the only hearts I actually own. So, but I tell you what, I didn't realize until after I'd filmed this that I had started on the 1st and not just gone till Sunday. I prefer to go Monday to Sunday, and I went Thursday because Thursday is the 1st. So I just did 7 days. So I'm going to give it a go, see if I like it. Probably won't make a blind bit of difference, but yeah, it threw me a little bit once I realized what I'd done. So I had to start from Thursday and end on Wednesday, which was crazy to me. And I've got to remember I did that. Oh, I was so annoyed with myself. Now, I just added some small little details again, some washi tape and a few little stickers and things. And it's one of those things where you don't always need to add so much. I love adding decoration, but I find that because when I do these journals, this type of layout, I use a lot of stickers to mark the job or task that I'm doing, so it kind of gets built upon as I use it. I did use one little lone butterfly though, which I really love. I should have used more of those, but that is everything. Look at my February spread. I'm so happy with this. I actually can't wait to use this, and I'm kind of like bah humbug in the Valentines kind of theme of things because I'm forever alone. Oh my goodness. But this is actually really nice. It's really simple. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So, it's just really cute. It did take quite a long time just cutting those little fake envelopes out, but I'm really, really excited to start using this, and I hope you guys like it. I think it turned out beautiful. If you have any ideas for themes, let me know in the comments. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!